What's up, guys? Here is episode 2 of the podcast format, whatever we're doing with it, but we're just talking. You guys are listening, so we're going to keep talking. All right. For those that are watching for the first time, I'm Brent Smith.
Kayla Grace.
And we train jiu-jitsu, and we have 7 kids. So we are a 9-person blended family. It gets crazy sometimes.
A little bit.
So we introduced ourselves in the first one, so we'll just skip over that this time, and we're just going to jump right in. Combat jiu-jitsu. Personally, I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting smacked in the face. Not a fan of getting smacked in general. That's just insulting. But jiu-jitsu is jiu-jitsu. If you want to train MMA, I get training and hitting and combining those. Like we train kickboxing and boxing and different athletics. But why throw slapping into jiu-jitsu? I don't understand it.
I understand it does make it more realistic.
Does it though? Like, wouldn't you rather just punch someone?
Yeah, well, I guess.
To be realistic, if I'm in a street fight, I'm not going to slap you around. I'm going to throw some elbows, some punches, some knees to the groin. So it doesn't. I disagree.
I feel like it's kind of a watered down version of MMA. I like MMA. I'll watch MMA. The only reason I've been watching any combat jiu-jitsu is because it's been on like EBI. Like I watch it for the tournament, for the EBI, because they put on a really good show. Like if you haven't watched EBI at all, definitely go watch it. So, and it's on Fight Pass. So if you already have Fight Pass, go watch some EBI. It's legit. I'm just not really a fan of the combat jiu-jitsu side of it. Some people are. Some people love it, but I really don't care for it personally.
Yeah. I'm not a fan. To each their own.
Yeah. I guess that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Do you guys like combat jiu-jitsu? Let us know what you think about it. So
yeah, definitely drop a comment, and if you like it, let us know, and let's tell us why you like it. So
yeah, everybody, it's good to hear other people's perspectives for sure.
So next on the docket would be reaping. I hate reaping. I hate the reaping rule. I'm okay with reaping as an act, but I don't like reaping getting disqualified as a reap. I think it should be legal. I think all submissions should be legal, at least from brown belt and black belt. Everything should be good to go. Like if you can't defend yourself or defend a reap at brown belt, then you definitely want, I don't know. Hey Mark, how's it going? But anyways, like reaping in general, let it happen. Like
you were just in tournament, and just how did that go? Because you could have disqualified the guy for reaping.
Yeah, for sure.
You didn't, obviously.
So he spun for a knee bar, and just the way I defended it, it turned it into a reap. So the ref stopped it, and then it's like, this is a reap. And I said, I don't care. Like, I don't want to win that way. Like if you're fine with winning by DQ for a reap, then I mean, good for you. But I couldn't go out of a tournament and feel good about myself.
Hi, Mark. It's kind of like a podcast format we're doing once a week here on Cauliflower Your Family. We're just we have things that we talk about, a list. Sometimes people will send things they want us to discuss. We kind of go over it, and you guys could throw in your comments on here, and we kind of just talk to you guys. So
something we're trying out, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So if you guys are enjoying it, drop some comments, and
yeah, be active. Talk to us.
Yeah. But that was in Naga that I could have won, I guess, but I wouldn't have felt good about it.
Yeah. And we try to teach our kids that too. Like, how do you want to win? Like, you want to win in a way with honor, not because of a DQ, because it was an accident. I mean, he wasn't purposely doing anything to hurt him or be mean.
So. Well, a knee bar at brown belt level, it's totally legal. but because the way I turned my knee, it turned it into where it was illegal. So.
Ooh, a new topic I really love. Cross training.
Cross training.
It's one of my favorites. I have, and sweatshirts.
Read the comment.
Yeah. Oh, so Will Potter asked, do you guys ever try gi chokes out on t-shirts? Yes, of course we have. And also sweatshirts. He used to wear a sweatshirt because it gets cold here in the gym during the mornings for warm-ups. And I'd say, you wear that onto the mats, it's fair game. So it works. It still works. It's legit. You know, people say the gi can't be transferred into real life, but you can choke somebody out with your t-shirt. So a little bit more stretchy, but you just cut your angles make strangles. You're good.
For sure. I mean, it might take a little longer to choke with a t-shirt just because it's so stretchy, but you're still going to choke.
Someone asked, how tall are you and what's your weight now? I don't know if they're asking me or you, but
I am 5'10" and about 160.
5'2" and about 120.
Yeah. I usually cut to about 149 or featherweight. I don't like to cut weight, but
yeah,
sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Super feathers usually like cut off at 117 weight, 118. So I cut a couple pounds because it's not that big of a deal. Plus, gets me in competition mode for some reason. I just feel like I'm working, and when I step on that scale, and I'm like, yeah, I won. Like I won part of the battle.
It is part of the process. Like I hate cutting weight, but I do it because it's a win in my mind once I step on that scale and I hit my weight.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's a mental battle, and I feel good when I can fight the mental battles as well as the physical battles, I guess.
Especially if you're putting the sauna suit on and putting in the road work and jumping rope and stuff like that. Like you mentally have to push yourself through that and just be like, I can't be done. I can't be done. It's like, I got a couple more pounds. I can't be done.
It's brutal. It's good because we have each other to push each other. We're like, no, we're not done yet. So keep on going, but it can be rough.
Have you ever been to Toronto? We have some serious jits here. I have not, but I am totally willing to come to Toronto.
Yeah.
Our goal is to travel the States, travel to different countries.
And train. Meet people.
Wherever we can. We were just in New York, and we got to train over there. Brooklyn Martial Arts, I think is what it's called. Mm-hmm. And those guys are good.
Yeah, they were really awesome, really inviting. It says, cool, yeah, like realism and training, self-defense-based stuff is cool. We practice... Actually, self-defense is kind of new. Our coach, said we should probably start implementing more self-defense and learning some of that. And so we've been teaching it in class too, a couple self-defense techniques.
Well, he didn't really say that we should teach it, but he teaches it.
Yeah.
And he's my direct lineage, and I agree with his viewpoint that you still need, as an art, jiu-jitsu as an art, you should be teaching everything. So I throw in some self-defense techniques in the beginning of class, and people seem to really like it. Like, I think the art as a whole, it's good to have that stuff in there as well. And a lot of it is applicable to sport. Yeah, the sport side of it as well.
Yeah.
Cross-training. Personally, my viewpoint on cross-training is, so any of my students, that they're like, oh, I'm going to go train over here, I just tell them, bring me back something good. Like, I think it's great to train with other people. Nowadays with technology, I don't think that there's really like any like hidden like Shaolin monk secrets to where like you're going to see these techniques. Just look on YouTube. Like, it might not be good. The instructor might not be any good at all. They might be great. But you're still seeing those, and you can still get those gold nuggets out of there. So cross-training, I think, is super beneficial.
I think it's a shame if we're not growing the jiu-jitsu community and meeting each other and having that time and spreading jiu-jitsu. Like, our goal in life is to spread jiu-jitsu with everybody, regardless of income or any of that. Like, our goal, we have a 1-year goal to open a donation-only school. I just want to train and travel and meet people and just spread the love of jiu-jitsu. And, I don't see any negativity in that. I don't see how people put a negativity onto that. I understand it's old school, and if you're old school mentality, and we're not talking bad about it or shaming anyone for believing in that, but it's just not our style. We want to
spread the love.
Spread the love. It's hippie. I don't know. However that sounds, that's what we want to do.
And I totally respect the fact that the old school instructors that say, hey, I don't want you training other places. Like that's your instructor. You should listen to him. But me as an instructor, as a coach, like I just can't do that to my students.
Yeah. Will says he wants to incorporate knives training. We throw knives for fun.
Yeah. I could throw tomahawks though.
Yeah.
I'm not very good with the knives, but
it's fun.
That'd be interesting to
into jiu-jitsu.
Put it into jiu-jitsu kind of as a self-defense aspect of it. Like I think you could do something with that. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Be great, actually. And if you get something set up, let us know. Maybe we can come see it.
I carry a knife. I think it's handy to have. Like, say you get in a car wreck and you can't get your seatbelt undone, cut it off.
Yeah.
Like it's just a pocket knife, but it will do the trick.
We are based in Southern Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
It's really pretty here. So if you guys are ever in the area, let us know.
Yeah. If anybody comes to the area, we're in like the Medford area. So drop me a line or drop Kayla a line. Like we're down to train for sure. So that'd be great.
Yeah.
And if you're going to bring some maple syrup, like why not? Maple syrup submissions. Oh, okay. Yeah. Not actual maple syrup.
Really pancakes.
So something that we've really like talked to our kids about is bowling. Like I cannot stand bowling whatsoever. I've told my kids, if you're bowling, I'm going to come down on you. Like I will be at that school and I will make your life hell. And it's the same. If they're getting bullied, I will be down at that school and I will be raising hell. So one way, like we want to teach our kids to be able to handle themselves, to stick up for themselves. Whether it's verbal or physical, we want them to be able to handle the situation. I can't stand bullies at all. Like you see it quite a bit now, like whether it's cyberbullying or just like actual physical or verbal bullying, like it's pretty common.
Yeah. We have 7 kids, they're raised around us, so they know how to fight. So hopefully nobody tries to pick on any of them because they're going to be in trouble. But we teach our kids too, like if you see someone bullying and you don't do anything, like you're almost at the same level then as the bully. You have to stand up for people in a weaker position than you. You have to stand up for those that need help. Like, you have to be a light in the world. You have to show them like goodness, kindness, and treat people with respect. So we have a no bullying policy in our gym. If you use these to hurt someone, not in a self-defense aspect, but to be a bully, we can't handle that. So
you're gone.
If you guys, do you know who does those bully YouTube videos?
I forget his name.
We'll share a video on our page soon. It's a great video about verbal bullying and how to handle that. It's amazing. But if you guys have any like advice or links for how to handle bullies, share them with us.
Or your experiences, like
yeah.
That if any of the kids like have to defend themselves and they have to throw a punch and do what they have to do, like I'm taking them to ice cream. I don't give a shit. They're not going to get in trouble by me.
No.
As long as they didn't start the fight.
Yeah. Don't throw the first punch.
Michael Garcia, we're in Western Nebraska. Out of towners always welcome. I'd love to come to Nebraska. So yeah, our goal is to come to every single state.
It's on our bucket list. And we're huge in goal setting. Like if you guys haven't figured that out by now, we're huge into goal setting. So we have bucket lists written down for the year and bucket lists written down for a long term. And we try to check those suckers off as often as possible. And a full big time believing in like that song. When's the last time you did something for the first time? Is like constantly experiencing new things, you know. You only get one life, live it.
Yeah, might as well. Jackson Brittner, you guys are awesome. Keep it up. Thank you so much.
You guys are awesome. You know, we couldn't be here without you guys, so thank you.
So anybody with kids that are old enough that can work the TV or a computer, like I'm sure you guys have come across YouTube, like kids YouTube, and it is complete garbage. The stuff that our kids are watching is just like, what are you watching? Like I feel like my brain's melting just from watching it.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, I ban it sometimes, and then eventually we weaken in our parenting state and give in.
Leave me alone. Go watch your action TV or whatever.
But oh man, my kids have always. Will Potter says my kids have always been told they will never be in trouble for protecting themselves or someone else who's being bullied. You guys are on point. Yeah, we agree with that 100%.
For sure, like. No, they won't get in any trouble if they're sticking up for themselves or somebody else.
No.
But yeah, as far as YouTube, like, I don't even know what to say about it.
There's great aspects to the internet, obviously, and same with YouTube. Like, our 11-year-old learned how to do the Rubik's. It took him like 3 months, but he would learn the algorithms and work it, and he learned how to do the Rubik's Cube using YouTube as a starting point. But then they're watching kids open toys. Do your kids do that? They just sit there and they watch other kids open toys, and you're sitting there thinking like, why? What? How is this fun for you? And then they want these toys, and they're sorry, toy makers, but they're like garbage. And I don't even really like buying the kids toys in the first place because like it keeps their interest for 20 minutes, and then they're over it, and you know, you're spending money constantly, and especially with 7 kids. And then there's toys everywhere all over the house, and who has to pick them up? Usually I make them do it, but then it's me making them do it, so it's so exhausting.
Actually, walked into the living room, and they were watching something about a Ouija board, and they're like, we want a Ouija board. I'm like, what?
No. You can be, I saw a meme, and it's like, you can be 18 or 21 and drink alcohol, but you can only be 8 and summon demons or something like that.
I mean, I don't really believe that it does anything, but I don't want to mess with that.
Michael says, my kids watch other kids play video games on YouTube.
Yeah. Minecraft.
Why not play it yourself?
Minecraft was a huge one for a while. They had Minecraft on their Xbox, and it's just like, okay.
And it's worse than commercials. They want everything they see on there. Everything. Oh, it's crazy. It just drives me nuts.
And you would think that the kids' YouTube app would be safe, but
it's not.
It's not.
It's not. If you guys find a way to make that safe, let me know, because stuff has leaked through that.
That's all I got for YouTube.
Yeah, me too. Oh man. Ooh, we got asked from one of you guys to talk about hygiene in the gym. So it's probably not a fun topic to talk about, but clip your nails. You know, nobody wants to get scratched.
Our buddy showed us it looks like it's gonna scar. It was just a long just scratch from somebody that had long fingernails. And it's like, I don't know, you gotta clip those. Like be nice to your training partners. Don't be clawing people up.
Yeah. With women, especially, like they wear those fake nails. My sister got a fake nail stuck into her forehead. It like came off the girl's hand and was stuck in her forehead. That stuff's dangerous. And a lot, you know, I've trained with people that have them and they're like, oh, it doesn't bother me. Okay, yeah, but it might bother your training partner. It's still dangerous. Shower. You know,
I mean, a lot of it goes without saying. Like,
yeah.
The deodorant one, it's not a huge deal. Like, if you're gonna smell, you're gonna smell, I guess. But at least shower.
At least shower. Be clean, so it's not mat cooties everywhere.
And wash your belt. I know we had a debate on this page, but Wash your belt.
I think the gonorrhea comment got to him.
If they're testing it and you have gonorrhea on your belt, please wash your belt.
Oh, that's terrifying. Like that's real? I don't know. That's terrifying. It does gross me out now. And now every time I'm like looking at people's belts, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Gets in your mind. Play some tricks in there. What kind of hygiene things do you guys think people should know about?
I think the basics are
Clipping your nails.
Showering after practice.
Shower straight after.
Keep the ringworm and the staph away. Like it. I mean, I haven't dealt with staph. I've dealt with ringworm, but I don't. I'd rather not deal with it personally.
Yeah, clean. Keep the mats clean.
Toenails, yes. Michael Garcia said toenails.
Yeah, make sure you clip your toenails too. And I don't know. I know toenail polish isn't a big deal, but it does get off on the mat. So if you put like a few layers of clear nail polish over, it doesn't. Just
that's what I do.
Tip because I've done it. I'm like, oops, there's some toenail polish all over your mat. So I've learned. But hygiene besides that, I don't know. It's not really that bad. People just sweat. Ones. You're gonna be gross, and that's just part of it.
But I've talked to quite a few women that will say they won't roll because of the sweat factor and stuff like that. I mean, you're gonna sweat. I guess don't do it. Don't train if that's a factor for you.
Yeah, I don't understand it, but it's worth it. I promise you. Once you fall in love with it, you don't even care about the sweat anymore. You just don't.
I've had sweat dripped into my mouth a couple times.
I had someone's saliva drip into my mouth once. That wasn't fun either.
That's another. Or getting sweat on is nothing compared to having other sweat and saliva drip into your face.
It wasn't his saliva, so it wasn't good. Kids training. A lot of you guys have kids that train, right? Mm-hmm. Our two oldest actually just started Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So that was huge for us because we don't push jiu-jitsu with them at all. We want them to know that they can train whatever they want to train. Or play whatever sport they want to play, activity they want to do, piano, whatever it is.
Well, like 4 of them are in gymnastics. Our son is in baseball, and now 2 in jiu-jitsu. So we're missing 1, right?
Then no, that's it. That's 5, 6, 7. We have all 7 of them in the sport now.
7 are doing something now. So
we're busy. Michael said he had a teammate wipe his forehead sweat off on his face. Hopefully he is a good friend and not just some random teammate. Well,
I guess it happens. I mean, hopefully you like the guy.
Yeah.
If not, just pay him back.
Yeah.
Pay that teammate back.
Well, even if you like him, pay him back. But back to the kids training, we get asked all the time, oh, are you guys going to put your kids in jiu-jitsu? And we're like, when they ask to do it,
we don't want to force them to do something they don't want to do. Like, we're not trying to live through our children as far as like sports and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're going to do what they want to do. Like, they're going to lose interest super quick if we're like, you have to do this.
I don't know about you, but our kids rebel if we're trying to push something on them. So best to not. And we're super excited, though, that the 2 older ones are wanting to train now. They did really well in their first class, really well. They listened. They were respectful. They seemed to enjoy it. My 11-year-old just wants to roll, though. So
yeah, I mean, I think that's common. I think people join jiu-jitsu. They don't want to go through the reps and start doing like get your 10,000 reps into a certain technique. Like, they just want to roll. And I've come across quite a few of those. And it's obviously the same with kids.
Yeah. And it's like, no, you have to go through the steps. Same like when you're playing in a sport, you don't get to go just play the games. You have to do your training. You have to practice. So working on that, but they did really well.
They still just want to either roll or just play the games, or just do cartwheels and not listen.
Yeah, that's our 5-year-old, by the way. We're around doing cartwheels. Yeah, he tried it too. He wanted to try it.
I think he's a little young.
Yeah, I think we're gonna keep training him at home for a little bit, just because he was just doing cartwheels all over the mats. So
jumping on my shoulders as I was trying to teach and stuff like that. It's like, you can't do that.
Yeah. Any tips on teaching when you have your kids in your class? We could use that. I love that you guys are all telling us your gyms, and I'm going to make a little list when we start traveling. I'm going to try to check some of those off and come see you guys. That's awesome. And like we said, if you guys are over in Southern Oregon, you guys hit us up and we'll make time for you. So
we'll make it happen.
Michael says new academy opens up in a couple weeks. His teen sons train with him and are helping coach the kids class. He said his 10-year-old will start in the kids class. That's awesome. I can't wait till our kids are more helpful. No.
What's your academy's name, Michael? Well, I'm sure this is a little behind, so
yeah,
whenever you get to it.
Kids can be difficult, but imagine like learning jiu-jitsu at their age and what a skill that is to have, and sharing the love of it with them when they're so young, and it's an amazing feeling for sure. I love teaching kids.
I started when I was 20, and I thought I was starting pretty young, but like if I could have started earlier, that would have been amazing. I started in 2005, so I guess it wouldn't have been too much before that.
I started when I was 27, so I started on the older side.
DPAF BJJ, awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, congrats.
We're definitely going to have to write some of these down and make a point whenever we visit the state. Just try to seek you guys out. I think that'd be a load of fun. So,
Christopher said, I wish I had got my grandkid in it at 6 and she loves it. Oh, I wish I had. I got my grandkid in it at 6 and she loves it. That makes more sense. That is awesome. It's just so awesome to see them, and especially when they love it, and you could just see that love in their little eyes. It's amazing. But we also got asked how you keep your kids on the mats. I don't know.
Good question. How do you keep them off the mats? I don't know.
That's what we need the answer for, is how do you keep them off the mats? But do you guys have any questions? Anything you want answered?
Yeah, we actually just started our new gym this last Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday was our first class, and commitment jiu-jitsu. So, I mean, so far it's going great.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, it's starting off small, but I think any gym that starts, I don't think, unless you're like a high-level competitor, I'm sure the Mendez brothers and like Galvao, and I'm sure when they started their gym, they had people lining up at the door. But for us small folk,
and we live in a small town.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll take a little bit, but word of mouth is huge. So
yeah,
we're stoked to be back to teaching. It's been a load of fun.
Yeah. Like we said, sharing the love. That's the goal. So also, if you guys have any tips on opening a donation only.
That's the concept we're going for, is donation only. Like that way, like people can pay what they can afford, and then funds won't even really be like a factor in why you don't train. If you're not training, then it'll be because other aspects of your life, maybe family or whatever. Like, but we'll be able to take financial out of it. What are you doing?
We have a visitor. You want to say hi?
Hi.
This is our youngest.
Youngest.
Yeah, donation only. We actually have come across quite a few people that haven't been able to afford training, and that's heartbreaking to me. If somebody loves to train and they can't afford to train, you know, and especially we have 7 kids, and they're all, like we said, they're all in activities and sports right now at this point in time. And it gets expensive, it gets time consuming, it's hard. But
Yeah.
Say bye.
Bye.
But we don't want anybody to have to not train because of money. What are you doing?
So yeah, that's the idea, and I think we're gonna make it a reality within a year. So, and I'm super stoked to do that. Like, spread the love of jiu-jitsu, however we can do it. Especially with technology these days, being able to like share stuff online, being able to talk to you guys online, being able to spread the love like in our community. That's really what we're going for. So we're stoked to do it. And also, speaking of which, I will be starting a membership site here probably next week. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I don't know.
It's gonna be
be
we're
fun.
on a wild journey,
Yeah.
and I love it, and we love all of you guys, and like talking to you guys every day is like a huge part of our day, like a lot of our day actually.
Yeah.
So it's great getting to know some of you on more of a personal level. So did you read Michael's comment yet?
Nope. So Michael said, I was able to network with our local rec center and offer scholarships to committed athletes that can't afford to train. And we actually, how we started was we went through the Parks and Rec here.
And they also offer scholarships
Yeah.
for people that can't afford to train. So we're not quite to where we want to be as far as the donation only, but we're definitely on a good track to making it an affordable. It's definitely affordable for our area,
Mhm.
an affordable place to train.
Yeah.
So I love that. That's awesome, Michael.
And if you are thinking about opening a gym, I would contact your local Parks and Rec, because I don't know how it is in other states, but like in our area, like they put on a lot of programs that are really cheap, and they're really easy to work with and stuff like that. So
Great
we got a
resource.
it's a great resource.
Mhm.
So if you have the mats and you have the time to teach, like go through that, go contact them, like, because it's been a really positive experience for us so far.
Thank you, Michael. That means so much. He said, we appreciate your page, my favorite Jits page. Thank you guys. And like,
It's awesome.
that's amazing. Like, it's amazing to hear because we just live a crazy life and we just try to share stuff we enjoy.
Yeah. We're just normal people, just with a big family. we're not a big enough family to get our own TLC show or anything like that, but
Well, I don't want them in my house anyway.
just need
Try choking the cameraman out or something.
10 more kids and then maybe we can.
No more kids for us. No more. We're good. 7's enough.
Well, I can't have any more, so.
Yeah. But, we're pretty much done.
Yeah. So if you guys have any more questions, let us know.
Yeah.
Other than that, then we'll see you again on Tuesday. Obviously, we're on the page every single day. We're trying to reply to all the comments. You guys are amazing.
Yeah, we love it so much. Also, we still have until Mother's Day the sale going on our shop, 10% off if you use the code SUPERMOM. Shipping does take about 5 to 7 days.
Yeah.
So we're cutting it close now. But the sale will still go on in case, the date doesn't matter so much. You can get what you want for you or someone else. So
10% off there. And like I said, membership site is coming. So I'll teach you my sneaky wrist locks and all that fun stuff.
ooh, yeah, and we have some good ones.
It's going to be affordable. Like, you're not going to be paying the $25 a month for your jiu-jitsu techniques. And we want to try to make it into more of a community, like where like I'm not just showing you the techniques and then just being like, have fun with it. I want to be able to have a community to where like I share like what I'm playing with or like my little secret techniques and just kind of have a community about it. So
yeah, where you guys can, ask questions and like message them and stuff. And we're real people. We're really here for you guys and want to keep that going.
Yeah, spread the love.
Spread the love.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Have a good night.
And we will see you again on Tuesday.
Bye.